Bart.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Chatting Cinema. I'm Gianni,
I'm Flynn.
I'm Luke.
and today we're going to talk about a newfound love for two of us and introduced by one of us, and it's called Letterboxd. Flynn, you want to tee it up?
Yeah, so Letterbox is a really cool social media where you pretty much don't have to deal with some of the negatives of social media and, kind of like leaving wanting to hate yourself because Letterbox is all about movies. So Letterbox is an app where you can keep up to date with your friends' activity on movies. What they've logged, what they've watched. They might give a review so you can see how they felt about recent movies that maybe you're thinking about seeing, didn't want to see, but then you go on Letterboxd, you see, oh, my friend gave this 4 stars, maybe I should give it a chance. And you can make lists. So rankings, just putting out your favorites there. Your profile has a display of, you can pick 4 favorites and then it shows your most recent activity, the last 4 movies you watched. So for me, I've been on a Bong Joon-ho kick. I've just recently watched his entire filmography. So my last 4 were Okja, Barking Dogs Never Bite, Mother, and Tokyo, which is an anthology movie. It has 3 short films, and one of them was directed by Bong. But, so anybody that goes to my profile can see, like, oh, man, he, probably just saw Bong have success at the Oscars and wanted to seek out his movies beyond Parasite and then just watch them. I didn't know about Bong's movies, but now I see this, so maybe I can watch them too, So Letterboxd is cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Luke and I are definitely newer to it.
Yeah, because Flynn posted a tweet with his Bong Hive
Hashtag Bong Hive.
And I was just like, what is that? Like,
Yeah.
what is this lovely app that looks like it's logging movies?
Yeah.
And then Flynn told us about it, and we were like, oh no.
Yeah.
I downloaded it, set up my account, which, by the way, for the first time in my life, my account name is my name, Luke Miller. No underscores, no Z's, no numbers, nothing. It's liberating.
Yeah.
I know how you feel now.
Oh, yeah.
But I set my account up, and it's like, what movies have you watched? And that's the most intimidating question I've ever been asked in my entire life.
Right.
So with that question being asked, 3 hours later, I had logged 600 movies. So Letterboxd is lit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my recent activity as well, because it's really random. So last night I was bored, and I watched To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You, the sequel to that rom-com on Netflix. Wasn't as good as the first, but I love rom-coms.
Yeah,
that's why I texted you guys last night about rom-coms.
Gotcha.
Then I didn't realize it did this, but when you write a review, it puts that as your recent. So I wrote my review for Just Mercy the other day. I also wrote my review for Mid-90s the other day, and a review for Parasite. So yeah.
Cool beans. Yeah, no, I love how everything is so curated too in this app. Like the catalog of movies and how they get the posters in there. Yeah, it's really crazy.
Letterboxd's optimization is so good.
Yeah.
Like the profile page is so clean.
Yeah.
Just being able to like go down and you can see just on my profile page, you can see a sort of aggregation of my ratings. So I did not give ratings to every movie I've ever seen because that is intimidating. So last year when I really started using it, any movie I logged, I would give a quick review of. So you can see mine tend to be, higher rankings. There's less activity on the lower end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But that's just such a cool thing to have because you can like go on somebody's page and kind of like just from that know like, okay, how how harshly do they view movies? And because I'm a pretty sentimental person, so I don't like bashing things unless I really don't like it.
I'm looking at the same thing on mine, and my highest is I've given 4 stars to the most movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It actually gives you a breakdown. Like for me, the most I've given is the 3-star rating, and I've given that to 129 movies.
Wait, where do you go to the breakdown?
So if you right here, you can just tap on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, right?
That is neat.
Yeah.
That optimization.
Oh, I've given 165 movies 4 stars, so I
Really?
was right. I was just looking at it and guessing.
Yes.
Well, see, the reason why I love Letterboxd so much is exactly what IMDb should be.
Yeah.
Where there's like, there's a profile on IMDb, but like whatever. Like this app gives me the same exact information I need to know about movies.
Right.
Granted, it doesn't have TV shows, so that's like one thing. But it gives me a profile to customize and add to, and link to my Twitter so I can tweet things from it too.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, my profile picture is me and Claude Drew because that's my Twitter picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really like it a lot. I mean, the list I've been having fun with because like I made a list for my favorite coming of age films because it's one of my favorite genres. I did the same thing for sci-fi, and then I did Star Wars rankings because I was inspired by Flynn.
Yeah.
And then I did my all-time favorites list because 4 on your profile is like torture to pick.
Yeah.
So like just so people can be like, all right, what are his other favorite movies that he would have put?
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the lists I have are I have my Star Wars ranking. I have a ranking of the MCU. And it's fun to like, if somebody goes on your profile and sees that, it's like, oh, okay, this is what they value in a Marvel movie, or this is, how they feel about Star Wars and the new trilogy. And, I have one for Harry Potter too, because those are my 3, like, the most important franchises to me. And then I did, since this was the year I really got into it more, I did a ranking of the Best Picture nominees and a list of my 12 favorite movies from 2019. So again, like 4 movies isn't enough. This way you can like sort of look and see, especially 2019 was a great year for movies. So see like which ones I liked, because it certainly doesn't line up with like the Best Picture nominees.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do, too, based off an episode we did, was, like, our favorites of each year of the decade. I'm going to make that a list on there.
Yeah.
And then I could do, like, my favorites from 2010, 11, because I wrote them down already. So may as well make them lists on here.
Easy list.
Yeah. Something I mentioned to both of you is that I already kind of consider myself to be a pretty big cinephile. Like, I think I've logged just about every movie I've ever seen in my life. I'm sure I've missed a couple, but I'm at, like, 530 movies.
Yeah.
But my point with this is that Letterboxd in the week or so that I've been on the platform has made me want to watch more movies.
Yes,
it's made me want to like see something, log it, review it. You know, and I've done that already for like 5 movies.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely getting into that, and I love the list feature, the diary breakdown. Everything that you can kind of do. And I love that it's mostly non-invasive as far as like we have a pro version of this app, because yes, there are ads, but none of them are in your face.
Yeah.
It never actually like hinders you from using the app, which I really appreciate. So yeah, just like what you were saying, it's really well optimized.
I just followed my brother on Letterboxd. I told him to make one this morning.
There you go.
And it just feels like a nice little community, because we have our own individual group chat among the 3 of us, but it's cool to like look on here and see like what you're watching. That's really neat to me. But
my brother rated Rise of Skywalker 0.5 star.
Oh, that's harsh.
He's very particular about his Star Wars. Yeah,
I think I gave it like 3 stars.
I gave it 3 stars. I think I gave it 3.5. But yeah, no, I just think that this mini rant episode is because this would be a great way for the chatting cinema community to connect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, please follow us on Letterboxd. Mine is same as my Twitter, just Flynn Altamar. I have that locked and loaded.
Mine is Luke Miller.
Yeah.
I'm just Gianni Fiore.
Look at us. We all got our names. See, if you hop on now, you might get your name.
And we'll have all that linked below. But like, even if you don't have one, there's no reason not to make one.
Yeah, if you like movies, you should definitely get it, because like even on like Twitter, as like film Twitter has grown, the discourse can get so toxic and rough, and this is a way where like there's not as much back and forth, so you don't have to deal with like any of that vitriol or contentiousness. And you can just kind of come on and see what your friends are watching, what people you admire are watching, things like that, and see how they felt about movies, instead of just like having to see it on Twitter where like negativity is often rewarded and like controversy is often rewarded. That doesn't happen in Letterboxd. You're just, logging in a chronological sense.
Yeah. And it's definitely still, I would argue, in its early stages, maybe even infancy. There are not a lot of people on here.
Yeah.
And it's really something to jump on, because I think the developers are worthy of our support.
I hope they had TV shows.
I mean, here's the thing though. If there was a similar app to this for TV shows, I don't know that I would have that big of a library.
Well, there's like a gray area where it's like, have you watched the whole show?
That's
what
I'm saying.
A season of the show.
Yeah.
And you could probably log if you watched individual seasons. Like, I feel like that would make sense.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, that's a whole other topic. Just get Letterboxd.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Get on Letterboxd. It's really cool. And definitely, follow the people that you admire, too, because there's a good chance that they're on here.
And hey, I mean, Mauricio from their last episode is on there, too.
Yeah.
It's like, you never know who's using it, and it's fun. I mean, I found my cousin was on it. I'm like, oh, cool. So I followed him.
Yeah, super cool. So that was our short little episode on Letterboxd and why we love it. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. I'm Gianni.
Flynn.
Luke.
See you next time.